I'm back with another Polkadot Eco update video. It's been a week since I've last done one of these videos, so I was really looking forward to it to see what's been going on, what have we seen in the last week in terms of updates. Now unfortunately I cannot cover everything, but I will be covering other Polkadot Eco projects and Kusama Eco projects throughout the weekend, and of course next week as well, as we're getting more updates, and of course the ones that I've already missed. But in today's video, we'll take a quick look at the market, and then we'll take a look at Moonriver and at Bifrost, because we are due to get that Bifrost distribution for contributing our Kusama to the crowdloan. And if you're not already aware, Bifrost were the 5th parachain auction winner. So yeah, really looking forward to that, especially because we're going to get a 50% unlock. So depending on the price of the token, you could be seeing a pretty nice profit, especially with today's market. So I think that Bifrost are going to do the listing at the perfect time, in my opinion, at least for now, considering where we've been with the market, right? And considering that we were looking to probably see a $20,000 Bitcoin, right? It was just looking really bad, especially when we had that dump to 28,000. And things were just getting worse and worse every week. So it's nice to see Bitcoin at 43,529, which is of course moving up the whole market. The old coins were not doing too well. It took them a while. Of course, Bitcoin had to stabilize, Ethereum had to stabilize in order to see the rest of the old coins perform. So of course, we've got Polkadot here performing really well. Went over $21 just for a moment, but now it dipped just below that, so not too bad. It is doing really well, considering that it broke $20 and considering that it went as low as almost $10. We're seeing that 2x finally happening here within about a week and a half, I would say. Since that massive dump that we had, probably around 2 weeks to be more exact. So let's take a quick look at Kusama as well before we move on, and of course Karura too. Kusama, 233 bucks. It went over 240 today, so it's definitely nice to see Kusama break above 200 with so many KSM being locked up, more than 1 million to be exact, locked up for 48 weeks until the 13th of May, if I remember correctly. That is the day when we're going to get the distribution from the first batch of the Kusama parachain auctions. Apparently, even though Karura was the first to win and Bifrost was the last to win, we are going to get that Kusama back on the same date from both Karura and Bifrost, for example, even though there is that gap in terms of weeks, more or less 5 weeks, give or take, between the two projects. And yeah, it just goes by batches, it seems, right? So, and also the vesting periods. So for example, with Moonriver, if you've contributed to Moonriver and you are due to get your distribution, then you will be getting 30% of what you're entitled to get, right? In terms of the amount of Moonriver tokens that you're entitled to get. And the rest of it, 70%, is vested over the 48 weeks. However, because it's already been a number of weeks, and we still haven't seen that distribution yet, the blocks are still being produced. So with each passing block, we are getting an unlock because of course time has passed. It basically counts from the time that the project has successfully upgraded from a parathread to a parachain because they won the parachain auction, right? Just to keep it simple, right? To not complicate things. So that's when they count it from. Every single block that gets produced from that moment is counted towards the vesting period, which means that with each passing week, you're going to get unlocks. And again, this is not just with each passing week, but with each passing block. But just for simplicity, just think about it like, say, for example, a number of weeks have passed, then you're likely going to get more or less about 10%. So let's say, for example, 4.8 weeks have passed, you're going to get another 10% unlock from that 70% vesting period, right? Because 48 weeks is the total amount that you have to wait. So that's just one example. So we're talking more or less 40% of your Moonriver tokens that are going to get distributed to you. So now that we spoke about that, let's take a quick look at Karura, and then we'll take a look at Moonriver because I want to talk about that.
BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com.
We do have an update there. So Karura has performed amazingly well. It actually went over $8 on KuCoin and Kraken. They did not get listed on Binance yet. I am expecting a listing sometime this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to come. I'm pretty sure CZ wants a piece of the pie. He wants Karura on Binance. I'm pretty sure the team are talking to Binance, right? Remember that Betty Chen did actually get interviewed by Binance. So unless Binance have something else up their sleeve, for example, to not list Karura but to list Akala instead, which I very much doubt, I do think they're planning to list Karura too, then yeah, we may only see Akala, right? It is a small possibility, right? Not impossible. It's a small possibility that we're not going to see Karura there and only Akala, but I do think we're going to see Karura too, right? So we'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but like I said, I do think we'll see Karura on Binance. So yeah, considering that it struggled around the $4 range, there was the accumulation zone. People are not really selling anymore. A lot of people have been selling the 30% on lock, and maybe even a bit more, because of course we had the weeks, the number of weeks that were waiting, so we had a bit more than 30% on lock to us. Because if you could claim, and if you did claim, then you had a little bit more. So yeah, some people sold that thinking that the market could crash even further. But look, I mean, Karura has been holding well, $7.29. It could likely break above $10 if things are going its way, right? And it all depends on the updates that we'll see. But if the Binance listing comes, I do see Karura easily breaking $10, right? With the Binance listing, I would be surprised if it wouldn't go to $15, right? Let's just say that. Now, just one thing to keep in mind here is with relation to the circulating supply. So quite a lot of it has been unlocked here. As you can see, 32,449,000 tokens are in circulation now. So again, not a very huge amount, but not too small either. So that's also something to keep in mind. Also remember that there's 100 million as the total supply. It is not an inflationary token. It's actually a deflationary token. That's what they're looking at doing to burn Karura. That's what they're thinking of doing, but they may make it inflationary, right, at some point. It's just not in the plans for now, right? So for now, Karura's max supply is 100 million tokens. So next, let's talk about Moonbeam here. Okay, we will talk about Karura probably tomorrow, because I want to do a dedicated update video on Karura and their latest updates, but today's video is mostly to focus on Moonriver and Bifrost. So actually, if you go to moonbeam.network here, which is Moonbeam's official website, because as you probably know, PureStake is the team that is behind both Moonbeam and Moonriver. They're developing these two projects, and of course, in order to access the Moonriver website, you need to go to the Moonbeam website, click on Moonriver, and then you can see that. But there's an easy way here. They're basically giving us updates here at the top of the screen on the Moonbeam website with Moonriver's launch status. So if we go here to the Moonriver launch status, we can see that they're now on the next phase, which is the removal of the pseudo key, and this is basically giving the power back to the users. That's what we're supposed to see. This is a step towards decentralization of Moonriver. So what does this mean? This is phase 3, is the second last phase. At this point, they'll remove the pseudo key, which is the super user key, and hand over control to the network, of the network to the token holders. Removing the pseudo key means that we are 100% confident in all systems. Once the pseudo key is removed, an upgrade motion to enable balance transfers and the Ethereum virtual machine will be put forward to governance. The motion will be subject to normal governance timing. And again, 5th of August is when they have started this phase. They're working on this phase for now. So we can see here, there is an announcement here if you want to read more about it. But this is the one that we're excited about. 26th of August is when we expect this to happen. So it's still some waiting, but it's really worth it, especially if the market keeps popping, if the market is performing, even if the market is stabilizing, even if Bitcoin is stabilized around 45,000, even above 40,000, I'd be happy with above 40,000 for now, until we see this listing for Moonriver, because with the circulating supply of Moonriver, I do think it's going to perform exceptionally well. Just a reminder, both Coinbase and Binance have invested in PureStake, the company behind Moonbeam and Moonriver. So I do expect Binance to also list Moonriver too. They have every reason to. Why would they not invest? Why would they not list something that they have invested in? I know that somebody quoted me in a comment before that Binance have actually invested in a specific project and they have not listed the token. But remember that we're talking about Moonbeam here, we're talking about Moonriver, we're talking about the parachain hype, we're talking about an important project that's going to bring smart contracts from Ethereum in a portable way over to Polkadot and Kusama. So this is a different ball game here. I do think that we will see Moonriver and Moonbeam on Binance, right? I do think this is going to happen. It's a different ballgame than other projects that Binance have been supporting. So yes, I'm really looking forward to that. With phase 4, we're finally going to see the balance transfers. We'll see what it's trading at. I know I have done a price prediction video for Moonriver, but when I did that price prediction video, the market was doing really well. I did think that Moonriver would likely be trading at $200. I do now think, based on the current market conditions, that we're going to see it around $50 as a minimum, but again, it could still get to $200. I'm not saying it won't, right? I just think that as a minimum, we'll likely see Moonriver at $50, and that will still give us a great return on our investment, considering what the price of Kusama was when you could still contribute to the Moonriver crowd loan. Okay, this is what we got to talk about. Next, let's talk about Bifrost. So this is one that I've been really waiting to see. Right, I was away for just over a week, so unfortunately I didn't see this on time to be able to do a video on time, and perhaps you have already known about these news, but if you didn't, you'll find out in this video, of course. Let me close this off here. So this was posted 3 days ago. It's basically the weekly report from Bifrost. So Bifrost Records query is now live on since July 31st, with BNC rewards details available through apps.vtoken.io. So if you have contributed through the website apps.vtoken.io, actually was called apps.ksm something, I believe, or ksm.mint something. The link was actually found could have been found in the pinned comment in the description of my videos. When I did mention it many times, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for using my referral link to contribute to Bifrost. I'm sure you're as eager as I am to see that distribution happen, so it's finally going to happen. They are expecting BNC to be distributed on chain this week. Okay, I know that I've done a video about a week ago talking about the blockchain explorer and how they were testing transfers. They were testing the BNC transfers. We could see the transactions on the blockchain explorer on Subscan. And yeah, according to the roadmap, Bifrost will go live in 5 phases. So again, they are following a similar model to Moonriver and also to Karura. And after the BNC distribution is complete, the following process will take place in sequence via runtime on-chain upgrades. Deployment of the committee is the first phase. The second one is deploy of democracy referendum governance. So again, these are all the different upgrades which are going to be part of the 5 phases that are going to go through. You could see they're also going to remove sudo because of course this is a step towards decentralization. Launching VSKSM and VS Bond to open referendum transfers, go live with SAL protocol, BNC open transfers proposal, etc. here. So yes, and one last thing I want to talk about before I end today's video, which is a premiere. Again, you can chat in the live chat, by the way, in case you didn't know, in today's video. So please fire away any questions you may have. So here on apps.vtoken.io, and I am gonna be posting a link of this article in the description of this video. Okay, so you can click on that too if you want, and if you want to check your rewards here, because a lot of people are still asking questions in the Bifrost Telegram group, asking how can they check their reward. They have actually pinned this article, a link to this article. So if you're not on Telegram already, where you should be, but if you're not, then again you can find the link in the description of this video, and this is where you can check your BNC rewards. You simply connect, this is like the dApp, the dashboard. You could think of this as a dashboard or a dApp for Bifrost, where it's just like with Karura. You're going to be able to mint here. You're going to be able to do V-staking here. So basically anything that you mint can be staked in order to generate passive income, dividends. And yeah, this is basically there's also going to be a swap functionality here. This is where you're going to be able to swap between VSKSM and KSM. Because in case you didn't already know, if you were using the website to contribute during the crowd loan contributions for Bifrost, you are entitled to mint your KSM with VSKSM on a 1-to-1 ratio. So depending on the price of VSKSM, they are going to try to ensure that it's more or less matched with KSM, right? As much as possible. It's not going to be perfect, but as much as possible. It could be $10 less or $10 more, who knows? But the idea here is that you have access to your KSM earlier than the 48 weeks, right? So basically, as soon as they enable that functionality, you will be able to get your VSKSM and you'll be able to swap it for KSM to contribute to other crowd loans if you decide to do so when they reopen, or whatever you want to do, right? Sell your KSM or whatever. So the idea here on this website is that you've got a dashboard here. You connect your Polkadot.js wallet. You can see it's on mainnet. You can check your balance to see what your BNC rewards are by simply clicking on this here. And then a drop down is going to come with 3 different addresses in my case, or 4 different addresses. You could have 20 different addresses. It depends how many you've got, right? And if you click on V crowd loan here, you could see that you could access, I don't know what the idea of this is for. I'm assuming that this is in relation to VSKSM and how you're going to be able to claim it, which is the VSKSM that got created, got minted using your KSM. I'm assuming this is what it's for, but I'm not sure. Again, it is coming soon. V-staking is coming soon as well. There's the wallet here where you're going to be able to see how many BNC you have once you get them distributed. Again, you can see this information on Polkadot.js as well under the kusama and parachains option there. So again, total rewards, BNC bonus, etc. Anything that you've got vested. I think that through here you're also going to be able to claim, if I'm not mistaken, unless they plan to distribute it. Perhaps they are trying to add a new functionality here, just like with Karura, to be able to claim anything that's vested, because 50% is going to be distributed to you and 50% is vested. There's also the swap functionality here, which we're going to see soon. And then, of course, liquidity, to be able to supply liquidity for these different pairs that will be available to us, just like you can with Karura. So that's pretty much it from today's premiere. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a bit of a talk, but it's been a while since I've done one of these, so I was really eager to cover this information. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Bifrost distribution and, of course, Moonriver to progress and to finally see the MOVR token tradable, and hopefully we'll be trading at over $50 to make everyone happy. Everyone has been patiently waiting for the moment. And one other thing I wanted to talk about in regards to Moonriver before I end this video, actually, I have asked around in the community and they're actually thinking to no longer hold a crowd loan for Moonbeam. And they will likely have like a token sale. So with token sales, I'm not really happy because obviously not everyone can take part. So it is a bit of a shame. So that's why I really like Moonriver, Moonriver's crowd loan, because I felt that that was the best return of your investment. You were getting like 15 plus MOVR tokens for each 1 KSM that you contributed, which is a lot considering that only 3 million tokens have been distributed and the total supply is 10 million. So it's definitely the best return on your investment. Depending on the price of Moonriver, of course, but we will assume that because of that low supply, because it's going to get listed on all these large exchanges, definitely Kraken, KuCoin, OKX to start off with, likely MEXC2, because all of these are basically supporting the parachain auctions on Kusama and likely on Polkadot too. But like I said, we will likely see this on Binance. I'm not expecting it to go to Coinbase anytime soon, maybe next year, because Coinbase are very slow to list any awesome project. Look how long they took to list Polkadot. Look how long they took to list Cardano. So we could wait, possibly wait maybe till next year before we'll see Moonriver list on Coinbase. The way they've been moving, I'll be happier to see Kusama there in the near future, hopefully in the next couple of months. If we get lucky. So yes, that's it from today's video. Thank you for watching. As always, please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, or dislike if you don't, and always drop me a comment below telling me what you think and what would you like to see. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.